So grab your headphones, let the journey start with Suzy's Vegas tales. She's stealing the heart in the city of dreams. Let's laugh and play. Suzy's Las Vegas podcast. Come join the sway.
Well, hello there. We're back again, and I have a fantastic guest today, Dr. Sheila Stirling, and her motto is stay 30 until you're 90. I want to sign up for that, don't you? So be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell. Sheila, take it away.
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's really a delight, and we're enjoying some wonderful weather here today.
Oh, for sure.
In Las Vegas.
Yes.
So, where would you like to start?
I want to stay 30 until I'm 90.
Well, okay.
But you can start wherever you want to start.
Well, staying 30 to your 90, I think, is very important these days. So, I'm a functional nutritionist and a blood specialist. So, there's a lot involved. It's not one way, but maybe all ways.
Okay.
And of course, I wrote the book, Anatomy of Healing and Wellness. I've been a healer probably for 30 plus, almost 40 years, believe it or not. That is amazing. And
wow.
Yeah. And recently, a few years ago, what happened is I used to go to the ANMA every year, of course, because it's the Alternative Medical Convention here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Alternative Medical okay.
It's a big convention every year in August.
Okay.
And I went, of course, they closed it down during COVID. And I went, I was asked to speak there, actually, and we were just coming off the COVID thing.
Yeah.
And I went, and of course, it was wonderful. But the challenge there is, if you're not credentialed, you're not allowed on the floor. You can't even go to this convention. And I got a little upset about that. I'm like, wait a minute. People have to understand that they are the healers, right?
That's right.
You are the healers within. And there's so many, you just need the right tools and some of the right little tips here and there and a little adjusting here and there.
Right.
And I knew a lot of the people that were there, that were, I guess you would call them exhibitors.
Okay.
They all sell to the public. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you all sell to the public, why can't the public come in here?
True.
And when
why?
Yeah, I know. So
that's a big question.
That is a
why?
good question, but it hasn't been answered to this point.
Okay.
But when I was younger, I put on a number of big events, and I left there, and I'm like, I'm sorry. People have to know this, and especially now, so many people trying to heal, they're confused. A lot of people got really frightened. They just didn't know where to turn.
Correct,
And
yeah.
so I created Integrative Wellness,
Okay.
Expo, and Conference, and this is our 4th year now. It's a big expo. It's kind of like the ANMA, but different.
Okay.
It's open to the public, and of course
Okay.
it's open to professionals and doctors and everything else.
So you're allowing everybody to come, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yes.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, well, we want the technologies out there. There's so many, stem cell technologies and frequency technologies and all of these things that, go hand in hand with what people would call regular or allopathic medicine. Right. I believe it's a blending of the two that really can help to bring people to stay 30 until they're 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did. It's exciting. It's, a little frightening at times, but there's over 70 vendors. We have over 8,000 square feet. And this year it's going to be at the Ahern Hotel.
Oh, I like the Ahern.
I do too.
Yeah,
it's
they're
really
wonderful.
Yeah. I think they make the best gelato in town.
There you go.
So,
many reasons to go.
Yeah, exactly. I'm there.
When's it going to be, Sheila?
It's going to be May 17th and 18th.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can go, there's a shortcut to the website called iwvegas.com, and you can go and just look around.
iwvegas.com.
iwvegas.com.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a little secret.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
Let's hear a secret.
It's a secret.
secret on Suzy's.
Yeah,
Vegas.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there have been a lot of tickets printed, but there's no numbers on them yet.
Oh.
So if people go to IW Vegas and they go to attend, then there's a little link in there that says, either purchase or redeem your ticket. If you click on redeem your ticket, it takes you to the place where you can just click on however many people you want to redeem the ticket for, and you're in free.
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 Okay, we like free. Free
Yeah,
works.
Free works, yeah.
Redeem your ticket.
Yeah, and we want everybody in. I mean, we
Yeah.
usually, we usually let people in, and we have speakers. It's 2 days full of speakers. So,
Really?
yeah. And this year is going to be a little different.
Okay.
And I want to just say, too, a 2-day which is the best, I think the best
Well, 2
value.
days is great.
Yeah, the best value is the VIP speaker ticket is only $39 for the whole weekend.
Really?
Yeah, and this year.
That's great.
I know. And this year we have yoga, and they'll be doing yoga up on the stage. And if you have a VIP ticket, you can bring your yoga mat and do yoga.
You can do yoga with them.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get any better than that,
I
can you?
know. I think it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
Saturday.
going to have to check this out.
Well, yes, I want you to be there.
Yeah.
And after on Saturday night, we have it's like going to be, I don't know, meditation, and for those it's like a kirtan, which a lot of people, it's just like some music and what a healing music.
Yeah.
And that's also, if you have a speaker ticket, that's also included. Everything is. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to do and things to see, and what's really great is people get to try everything out.
Yeah.
Like the far infrared saunas, which I believe are just
Infrared sauna?
not infrared.
No.
Far infrared. There are
Far infrared.
Yes. Now
Okay.
there's a big difference. Okay. So there's near infrared, there's infrared, and there's far infrared.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference is the frequency and the
Okay.
hertz. Far infrared, as far as my research is concerned,
Okay.
is the best for the vascular system, for the heart.
Okay.
And so I have one of those.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the people that are going to be there, you can try it. You can just get in it, and you can carry it around. They're called Relax anyway. But they're going to be there, and that it's just wonderful. So it's every kind of thing. We have people that are going to have the patches for the stem cell.
Oh,
that
really?
Reverses
Well, this sounds
aging.
good.
Yeah, lots of things. Even we have a person coming from New York, because it's national. A lot of these people are just big national.
Well, sure.
And she's
Yeah.
invented some amazing natural face things, and it's everything.
So to make you stay 30 until you're 90?
Yes,
Is this
and
what you're trying to tell
and
me?
you can still look 30 until you're 90.
That's what I want. I really want that.
I think that's our goal, all of us, right?
For sure, for sure.
I'm just really excited. It's going to be great. There's all kinds of sound therapies. Just walking through there and talking. What I feel is really great is a lot of the people that invented some of these things,
Yeah.
like scientists, you can talk to them. They're right there, and they want to talk to you.
The people that invented most of these
Yeah,
things.
well, a lot of the things, right. But some of them are
So you
just
have a lot of
representative.
inventors there, and
I have a
possibly
few.
some new things that
Oh,
are
yeah,
coming on the market
definitely.
that we don't know about yet?
Yes, there's definitely new things there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm very, very excited. This year is going to be, well, every year is really great. It's just every year is different.
Oh, yeah.
So-
yeah. Well, you seem totally excited about it. But Sheila, let me ask you a question. How did you get into what you're into? What happened that made you want to do all this? That's what I want to know. How?
Okay, okay.
How?
Well, I'm one of those weirdos that has sort of been across the veil a couple times. I
Okay.
drowned when I was 5, and that kind of opened me up. And then I was in a really traumatic car accident in 99 and was allowed to come back. But I was badly injured.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it here in Las Vegas,
Yes,
or-
it was.
Oh, wow.
I've broken my back, my neck. I had pretty significant head injuries that they said I could never recover from. And
1999
yeah,
this happened.
it took me 6 years to recover to where I could speak properly or whatever. It was a long, long haul. So I think actually a lot of people in medicine, you kind of get into it because you have to. You have to save
had
your
no
own
choice.
life.
Yeah, save your life.
And with the prognosis that I had, they said, what they wanted to do to me was crazy because my neck was basically broken, and so I didn't let
Your
them.
neck was
Well, my 5th and 6th vertebrae were blown into the spinal cord, and
Oh.
if you look at it on X-ray,
Yeah.
yeah, they wave at each other. And so I wouldn't let them touch me. I wouldn't let them do what they wanted to do.
You're walking and moving.
I'm fine. I'm perfect because I'm kind of walking proof that we are the healer within, and we can do it. We just need to know the right tools. It might seem like a 20,000 piece puzzle sometimes, but every little bit of information that you can get and do that. That's how I got started, is saving my own life.
Well, that's how. Yeah, I mean that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
But how long did it take you from 1999 until you felt? When you walked in, I would have never known any of this happened.
Well, I've always been a healer of sorts. I think what happened to me when I was very young made me kind of strange to most people. When I drowned when I was 5.
Drowned?
Yeah, my father saved me. And
were you swimming and you just went under the water, or what? What
happened was we had a cabin in Lake Arrowhead.
Okay.
And my sister and I were at the pool. And my dad, she was young too. I was like 5 and she was a couple of years older. And he said, watch Sheila. And she goes, okay. And so she watched me, and my dad just went to get some snacks. And when he came back, I was gone. And he said, where's Sheila? And my sister went, there. It was a 12-foot pool. And she pointed down.
No.
I'm watching her. There she is. She's in the bottom of the pool. And my father was a champion swimmer. My father dove in with all his clothes and revived me. And then he put me on his back and swam around the pool so I wouldn't be afraid of the water. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've had people that said, I had somebody ask me if I could kind of make like a movie out of it, or I could, and I'm like, I can see it in my mind, but getting it down, I'm like, okay, how do I get it from here, But it was something. And from that time, I used to like sew up dogs and save snails. I became kind of a strange kid, actually. So I always kind of had that knack. I was always interested. And also coming from a family where diabetes and heart condition was prevalent in my family.
Okay.
And I'm one of the only ones in my whole family who's not diabetic. And I eat a lot of sugar, I have to confess that.
Yeah.
But because if you understand the chemical makeup and how the body works and what you need to do it, you can do it. Why? I
want to know.
Well,
how do you do it? Because my grandmother and my mother were both diabetic, and I'm not. I might be maybe getting close, but how do I be able to eat the sugar and do all the good stuff?
That's a bigger conversation, but I can say a few tips. Okay. First of all, if you're going to have like carbohydrates or sugar or whatever it is, if you have it by noon during the day, your body will burn off the glucose much better. So always, like at your last meal, let's say if you have dinner, I have it between 5 and 5:30, and then I don't eat anything until 10 o'clock the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does, because really, people are crazed about the pancreas, but the pancreas really takes instructions from the liver. Right. So I have an 8-week program where I take type 2 diabetes, and if you had it when you began, you don't have it when you end.
Okay.
And basically because we heal the liver slowly. And when the liver gets healed, it will straighten out the challenge.
Okay.
And so, very simple things, staying hydrated, having a little bit of lemon with water, a good glass of water in the morning, kind of wakes up the liver.
Okay.
And it gets things going. And also, so people, I can't tell you how many people say, well, I have to have my chocolate at night. I eat chocolate at night. I'm like, okay, you need to start eating it with breakfast. And they're like,
there you go.
I know, they're like, are you crazy? And I'm like, well, no. These are a few tips.
It would burn.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
because
exactly
the liver takes about 7 hours before it'll start to heal itself. The liver will regenerate. And so if you don't eat until the next morning, or like 10 o'clock, you've had not only the time for the liver to rest, but you've had all those extra hours that the liver's actually regenerating itself.
Okay.
And then if you eat some protein in the morning and you start out with protein, and also fiber is so important. Fiber is really important.
Okay.
And so, those are just a few small little tips. The program is very
those
in-depth.
are good tips, but
Yeah.
that's basically the way
Yeah.
Steve and I eat. My husband and I, we try to eat before 5:30 at night, and we don't eat basically till the next day at noon.
You see, you're doing it. That's wonderful.
So I was surprised when you said that.
No, that's wonderful. And and chromium. Chromium with GTF is something that everybody probably should be taking, because most people are very,
Chromium.
Chromium.
Is that a vitamin?
It's a supplement. Yeah,
Okay.
chromium, and a lot of people
How
that
do you
have
spell it?
CHORMIUM. So
Okay, chromium.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so a lot of people that have challenges with blood sugar.
Yeah.
That alone, it helps the body to disperse the glucose where it's supposed to go a little better. So
Okay.
these are kind of little things that you can do.
All right.
There's, berberry, there's so many herbs and different things,
Yeah.
turmeric, of course, and you want to be sure that you're of the quality. And that's the thing also, especially lately,
Yeah.
quality is so much more important these days.
Yeah.
You have to be sure, if you eat a strawberry from the store, you're having like 100 different kinds of herbicides and pesticides and hormone blockers and poisons that you're putting in your body. So I don't like to sound like a fanatic, but I probably am. I only eat organic.
Okay.
And so that's
Well,
good.
then there's a reason for it, and
Yeah.
look at you.
Thank you.
But getting back to our question, I asked a question earlier, and I wanted to say this before I forget it. When that happened in 1999, and you had the accident, how long did it take you to be able to walk again, be able to be the person you are now?
Well, I was able to walk, but I had a stutter. I couldn't speak. And when people would speak to me, it was like weird. The letters would like fall out of their mouth on the floor. So I couldn't understand what anybody was saying. It took me a long time. It took close to 6 years. But
6 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I used to say, I was really, the first 2 years, I think, were really kind of the roughest. I was in bed. My nose didn't stop bleeding for probably 8 months, seriously. And I remember crawling on the floor to go to the bathroom. And so, it was really tough. And I used to say, in the moments of no more moments, the angels would come.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy, but it's not. And they would take me soaring, and they would sing me this song. And in 2003 or 4, I was able to download that song onto a CD.
What's the name of the
It's
song?
Sounds of the Soul.
Sounds of the Soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a prayer.
Okay, I'm going to
And-
look that up.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
beautiful.
I don't sell it on Amazon or anywhere, but if you go to my True Life Solutions Marketplace website, you can listen to a minute of it. And the thing is that I have Sounds of the Soul website. It's down right now, but there's a chart, because one of the things that helped me is I got neurofeedback, which is a therapy where they hook all these electrodes up to your head.
Yes.
And you stare at a computer, and all you do is you look at this computer, and the computer sees that you're malfunctioning and begins to heal itself. Wow. And that got rid of my stutter. That helped me a lot. And what they found is I have a chart on there of my brain that is crazy. Alpha, beta, delta, all the brain waves are just, if you looked at them, they're like, I don't know. To look at them if someone knows that they're looking at, it's like, oh brother, right? And then after I was able to download this, they put this on my head. Instantly, all of the brain waves completely went into normal range. You couldn't make it that perfect.
Wow.
So that
takes my breath away.
Yeah.
You know that? It really does.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe that had a huge thing a huge,
Yeah.
impact and healing. I was told that there's more to do. And basically, I think my whole purpose, like helping to raise the consciousness of humanity,
Yeah.
it was sort of an instruction that I had. I know that might sound kind of crazy too, but
No, it doesn't. I
I
mean,
listen
considering all
closely.
the stuff you've been through.
I know, and I listen closely.
I'll bet you do.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah, I live it every day. It's funny, somebody the other day asked me a strange question. They were needing some assistance on stuff, and I said, they said, well, how is it that you could do that? And I said, it just came out this way. I said, I walk in the prayer. It's not like it's something that I go do.
No.
It's something that you just sort of become. I'm grateful every day. I'm so grateful every day to wake up.
I would be too.
Because a lot of people don't, right?
No.
And
no.
every day when I wake up, I always say thank you. I am so grateful. Thank you for my perfect health. Thank you for my wellness and the love and respect of my friends and family. Just thank you. And I say that when I wake up and when I go to bed, and I mean it.
I bet you do.
So,
wow.
So I think everything that I do is kind of, I have all this stuff that just pours out of me.
Yeah.
And this Expo.
This has to be amazing what you're going to do there.
Yeah.
The 17th and 18th
Of May. Yeah.
And it opens, 10 to 5?
Yeah, 10 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think things just keep evolving, and I keep getting, I wrote all these wonderful books that help a lot of people, but it keeps evolving. Like, no, now there's more. Now there's this next step. Now you have to bring all these people together and all these healers together and let people know that they hold that key that opens the door, to staying 30 to their 90 in perfect health and wellness.
Wow. Well, when you told me, and I didn't know. I met Sheila at a networking luncheon, and I thought she was very interesting, but I had no clue as to what really happened to her. I knew she was talking about the wellness, but I didn't know your backstory, and I'm just blown away. Obviously you can see this. So folks, if you really like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and definitely check this out.
Yeah.
But there's holistic wellness, amazing speakers, advanced energy tech.
Yeah.
There's your far infrared tech, science and technology, herbs, oils, and supplements. Over 70 exhibits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
free parking. Oh, we're
yeah.
close
There
to
you
the
go.
strip.
Yeah, that's
free parking. That's
important.
another big one. And free ticket to get in. I mean, come on now. There's got to be a lot of seniors, a lot of people that are curious and they want to come see this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you, you've made me more curious by the minute. When we've talked. But you've done a couple other books, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Too.
Oh yeah. Well, this came about. My Vibrant Life cookbook came about because I have so many recipes of people that go through my program for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
They say these meals are delicious. How can I get the recipe? I finally went, and now not all the recipes in here are perfect if you're on the program, but I finally went, okay, that's it. I'm putting all this stuff together because I've just been, sending out recipes here and there.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Where can I buy that?
Everything is available at TrueLifeSolutionsMarketplace.com.
Okay, so
all the book.
And you're True Life Market Solutions.
Yeah, I'm True Life True Life Solutions Market Solution. And then this little book, An Ounce of Prevention.
Okay, what's that?
Well, that came about because somebody invited me to lunch that I didn't know, and I went. And they invited me because they said, I've read your big book, Anatomy of Healing and Wellness, and they said it's fantastic, but it's like a medical book. They said, you need to have something smaller, something people could put in their pocket that just says, hey, if I'm having a sunstroke, what do I do? If all these different things. And I'm like, that's a great idea. And the person even said, it's a prevention book, like An Ounce of Prevention. And I'm like, that's a great title. And of course, I didn't make up that title. An Ounce of Prevention came from I think it was Thomas Edison or somebody like that. So,
Probably.
and in the beginning of the book, I give the person credit. I never talk to him again. I try to get a hold of him to say thank you, because I'm putting this book together and it's going to be produced, right? And I never could find him, but in the beginning of the book, so I give him credit and say thank you.
Maybe one day he'll walk in and
Yeah,
say,
you never know. You never
"You're
know.
welcome."
Yes, and then this book is really...
Is that your latest
Love,
book?
No. Love and Illusion won finalist for the best help relationship book in the country for 2010.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it? Love and
Love and Illusion.
Oh, no, I like that title.
The subtitle, How to Recognize, Recover From, and Avoid a Destructive Relationship.
That's a good book.
Yeah, it really is. It's
A lot of people need that.
Yeah,
yes.
they do. I think
Yeah.
everybody does. So.
Yes, at one time or another.
Right. So that's about kind of sociopathic behavior in relationships. But the things that come through me,
Yeah.
they basically come through me. It's crazy. I mean, not that I don't. I mean, I have a Ph.D. and I'm certified, in a lot of modalities, acutonics, and I'm a microscopist. Obviously, I've
What's
done,
a microscope?
Oh,
I can't even say it.
Oh, is it microscopist? Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
It's live blood. In other words, if you go to the doctor and you get a blood test, that's
Yes.
fabulous, but it's all quantity. So, how high is your cholesterol?
Right.
What's your A1C? Things like that.
Right, that's every
but
6
how
months,
many
yeah.
people go and the doctor says, "Oh, your blood test looks great," and they're like, "Wait a minute, it can't. I am so sick. What's the matter?" Well, what's the matter is, you're never going to be healthier than your cells. So I'm trained, and I also can certify people. I have a 4-week course on it.
Okay.
But I take 1 drop of blood and put it, and you sit right there with me, and put it under my microscope, and we look at what's really happening in your cells.
And it shows.
Oh, how much? Oh, yeah. Do you have fungus? Is your digestion working? Are you digesting proteins? I can see diabetes years before you'll ever be diagnosed.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can see the blood you can see the sugar in the bloodstream that hasn't been digested after 4 hours.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very interesting. It's a whole other world. It's like a submarine world down there.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you've just got so much information. I definitely have to have you back on.
Okay.
We'll just have to pick a subject
Yeah.
and go.
I didn't really expect to go this wide or this whatever, but yeah.
But I'm really glad we did.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
It makes me think about so many questions that I want to ask you, and I definitely want to have you back
I'm
again.
happy to answer them.
Yeah. I mean, this is amazing. But May
Thank you.
17th and 18th.
May
that's-
17th and 18th at the
Okay.
Ahern. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, one more time, how do they, tell us one more time about redeeming the ticket and
Oh, okay.
the secret code and all that?
If you go to
Yeah.
iwvegas.com
Okay.
and you go to attend and you kind of scroll down, there's this, I don't know what color it is, but it says redeem or purchase your tickets. You click on that. That takes you to a page where you have to scroll down and you can buy tickets or whatever. But there's the first one says redeem your ticket.
Okay.
If you click on that redeem your ticket and just put on how many you want, you put your name, I think your email or whatever, that's it. And then you get put on a list and you're in for free.
Okay, so then basically when you go that day, you show
Yeah,
them?
you don't have to show a
you-
ticket.
no, your
There'll
name
be
is
a
on
list. Your
there
name is
and-
on the list, yeah. But
Great.
if you happen to have a ticket, just bring it with you. But if you register, your name will be on that list.
Okay, and you've been doing this for what, 4 years?
This will be my 4th year.
So when you first started, what was it like your first one?
Crazy.
Really?
It was so crazy. I thought, oh, this is great. I'm going to have a table there, and I'm going to show all my stuff. I never unpacked one box. If you're the producer, forget it. I'm sorry. I probably put on 20,000 steps a day, just running it, and I learned very quickly. I don't get to have a table at my own event.
No, you're running the show, so you've got to be
Exactly.
with everybody else,
Right.
don't you?
Yeah. It's a good
my
lesson to
God.
learn.
Yeah, it is. It's a wonderful lesson. So that's your big event, and
Yeah.
if people want to get a hold of you directly, how would they do that?
Well,
Sheila?
they can call me at 702-499-4408. They can contact me through the website. Everything has contact either through Integrative Wellness website, the IW Vegas website, or the True Life Solutions Marketplace. So, you can email me and contact me, and I'm the only one that gets it.
Okay, well, I'm loving this, and I want to be 30 right till I'm 90.
Yeah, and then we'll think about it, because you know
Yeah.
what? We can say 30 till we're 120 if we
Okay,
really
let's
want to.
do that if we can.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here.
That's right.
Yeah.
The
Which-
banquet, right?
That's it, for sure. Well, you know what? If you liked our show today and you want to find out more about Sheila, you've got all of her information. And if you'd like to have her back on, I need a lot of thumbs up, and I want you to put down bring her
That'd be
back
great.
on for me. So be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And Sheila, thank you so much. We definitely got to have you back on.
Yes, and
without a
thank you
doubt.
so much. This has
It-
been so much fun. Thank
Isn't
you.
it? I mean,
Yeah.
the time goes by so fast.
Really fast, yeah.
You can't believe it, can you? Well, that's our show for today. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
So grab your headphones, let the journey start with Suzy's Vegas tales. She's stealing the heart in the city of dreams. Let's laugh and play Suzy's Las Vegas podcast. Come join us, way.